something that has been life transforming for me personally is learning that God loves me. Now, I don't just mean in a God loves you because you're part of the human race and He created you, and so out of obligation because He's so good, He loves you because He loves everybody. But learning that God loves me, Nicole Van Gelder, that He sees me, that He created me with plans and purpose, that He's with me in my journey, that He hasn't forgotten me or forsaken me, but that He's teaching me and He's training me and He is correcting me and He loves me. That is a mind-blowing, amazing thing, and if you spend the rest of your life meditating on it, it will never grow old, and there will always be new truth and new layers that can enter in your heart over this reality. It's amazing. God is so good at loving us. He loves us so deeply and so well, of course, because He's God and because He is love. But what's amazing alongside of this is the fact that we're created in His image, and that means that we're created to love other people well too. Now, I want to encourage you that it is important that we love people with our actions. It isn't enough just to use words and say I love you and expect that they're going to feel that if we don't behave with love, because that's the thing about the Lord. He loves us with His words, but with His actions, the way He is towards us, the way He behaves, His faithfulness and His goodness. So it's important that we are like that as well, that we with our actions display not just our love, but His love to the world. But I want to challenge you today that it's also really important to use your words to communicate love. That it's really important to use your words to communicate your love to the people that you love, all of them. Those who are closest to you, your spouse, your children, and friends and extended family that He's given to you. Children, it's important for you to communicate your love to your parents as well. Because for whatever reason, reasons I'm not going to get into in this video, I think that one of the main things that people carry around in terms of insecurity is the fear of not feeling loved, of not having that confidence that somebody actually sees them and loves them just as they are, that is with them and believes in them, and all of those things that love does. Alongside of love and using the words I love you often are the words I like you. Now, I've addressed this in another video previously, but I don't know if it's really possible to love someone that you don't like. I know it's possible to be frustrated with people that you love. I know it's possible to have, things about someone that you love that you don't like. I know it's possible to be mad at people, but I don't know if you can really love someone that you don't like. Because when you love someone, you're actually accepting who they are. You're seeing value in them as a person. And it's not possible to actually love someone without liking them too. So sometimes I'll hear people say, I love you, but I don't like you, or sometimes we'll use those words, whether seriously or in a joking manner. I'm sure I've done that before too. That conveys a sense of obligation. And that's not love. That's obligation. That's I don't like you. I don't have very much value for you, but because I am obligated to, I'm sticking this out with you. Who wants that? Nobody. So it's important that we're communicating to the people around us that we love them and that we like them. And that we are not just saying it, in a passing way or in a rote way, but that we're actually saying it authentically and genuinely. You can't pause every conversation with your spouse and go, oh, I love you so deeply and here's all the reasons why. Like, that's not what I'm saying. So you can build I love you into conversation frequently without it always having to be a big thing. But sometimes make it a big thing. Tell people not just that you love them and like them, but why. You know, I love you, I like you. Sorry about the wind. I love you, I like you. You are so beautiful. Not just the outward appearance, but your heart, the way you care for people. You're so thoughtful. I really like being around you because you make me laugh all the time. I love having deep conversations with you. You think about things in a way that's different than the way I see the world, and so the world becomes bigger and better because I know you and I have conversations with you. So on and so forth. I don't know who the people are in your life, but I do know that they want to be valued, that they have in their heart a desire and a need to be loved, and not just by the Lord. So that's the last thing I'm going to say, is that sometimes Christians get really weird, and we get these religious, statements that sound so good. I don't need anyone but God. God loves me and that's enough. Now, it's great when you don't have anyone else, that the Lord's love will sustain you. It's great that when you're feeling alone and when you're in a dark place, that the Lord is with you and He never leaves you, and He will sustain you. I promise you that. I know that from my own experience. He is so good. But you don't live your whole life with needing only God. That's not how He created things to be from the very beginning. He created us to be in fellowship and friendship and connection with other people. He created us to be in loving relationships with one another. We need each other. It's biblical, it's Christian, it's spiritual, and you needing people, there's nothing to be ashamed of about that. But recognize that just as you need other people need other people too. And your words of kindness and affirmation, you telling people that you love them and that you like them and explaining why, you have no idea what that impact that might have on the people around you. How it might heal wounds and instill confidence and give them, the ability to see themselves maybe in a different way. Parents, it's really important that you're communicating these things to your kids. They need discipline and they need correction and they need all of those things, but they need to know that you value them. They need to know that their home is a place not just where they live, but that it's a place where they are appreciated, where who they are is seen and it matters. They need to know that you don't just love them out of obligation, but that you actually like them, that you're thankful for them in your life. And spouses, same thing. It doesn't matter if you've been married for a day or 50 years. I can guarantee you that your spouse wants to know that you love them. Now, hopefully, these are words that you've already said and you've said frequently, but don't stop saying them. And if you haven't said it frequently, start saying it, not just in passing, but genuinely communicating your care to the other person. Also with friendships and relationships. There's such a great thing about knowing that somebody values you and that your life matters to them. So, this is a part of our Magic Words series, and it's maybe my favorite one because the words I love you, I like you, when you learn to say them liberally, often, and with ease, and you can look people in the eye and communicate your care to them, not only is it going to fill up your heart, but you're going to make the lives of the people around you so much better and brighter.